Good morning, everybody. My name is Julio and welcome to Living Tomorrow Today. It is 7:30 in the morning. This is our moving day. I just got up. Everybody's still asleep. I need to start waking everybody up. And in today's video, I just kind of wanted to show you our day today. It's going to be sort of a vlog style. I'm just going to kind of record and not be as concerned with making the video as much as I am just kind of recording what I'm doing. And just to give you an idea of what it's like to have a moving day. We are leaving Isla Blanca County Park here in South Padre Island, and we are making our way north toward Conroe, and we will be making a stop halfway today in the city of Victoria. So I'm going to get started with well, I'm not even sure where I'm going to get started, to be honest, but I'm going to record it. So maybe I'll go wake everybody up. So let's get started with our move. The goal is hopefully to be out of here. Well, we have to be out of here by 11, but I'd like to be out of here as quick as possible, but knowing us, it'll probably be close to 11 by the time we actually leave. We have a 3-hour and 40-minute drive, plus at least 1 or 2 stops. Oh, today we are also doing our first catway. That'll be something very interesting. So stay tuned for that so that you can see how much our truck and rig weigh together, because we're going to find out for the first time today. So let's go get all this started. Alright, so I want to do a walkthrough of the things I need to get done. I know I need to put that mat away, but I'm going to wait till the end because underneath it's pretty sandy. And I want to track in as little sand as possible into the RV, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to put that away, throw this stuff away. I guess put that away too. One of my uncles gave me some fishing reels, gave the kids fishing reels. I need to put the water hose away, throw the trash bag away, the mat, the ladder. I'm going to use the ladder so I can put the Wii Boost away. So I need that out. I'm just kind of talking out loud, doing a real quick walkthrough of what I need to get done. I need to make sure that I lock the outdoor shower. I still need the black tank hose to dump the kids' tank. I dumped the main tank yesterday, so that should be pretty much empty. Something different that I've done, that I decided to try this time, was I dumped the black tank yesterday, but I didn't dump the kids' black tank because it's a little annoying, it's a little difficult, and in the middle of the day it's hot. Trying to disconnect the sewer hose and move it to the kids and then bring it back over here so that we can continue to have the gray tank open. So I went ahead and just did this one, and then today I will do the second tank, and that way once that one is dumped, I can go ahead and put the sewer hose away instead of having to try and move it back to this side. So that's going to be one of the last things I do, and it's a lot easier to do when the slide is in, because right now I would have to like squat down and try and, you know, crab walk my way underneath the RV. So it's much easier once the slides are in. It's actually very quick once the slide is in. I think I'll start with taking down the Wii Boost antenna. I guess a quick review on that. It's been doing really well. I found that in this area, on the weekends, we got horrible signal. Well, I shouldn't say signal. Well, we got horrible signal because so many people would be here on the island, and I think it would get really, really congested. And with our plan, we got network managed down, and but as soon as the weekend was over, the entire week we got pretty good speeds. I mean, we were able to use Netflix all the time, and computers and everything, no problems. But as soon as that weekend hit, I mean, there'd be thousands of extra people here and it would just really slow down. So the WeBoost itself did its job. I mean, we did get connection, but it was more of a service plan issue. So for some reason, I can't get a very stable position with the ladder and it's really wobbly. So I'm gonna try taking this down a different way. Nicole, go ahead and bring in the slide.
That slide 1 or slide 2?
I think it's 1. Good, you can take it back out. Thank you. If you haven't seen any of my WeBoost videos, when you connect this particular WeBoost system, the way that I do it is I slide I slide the coax cable through that little section right there so that I can connect it inside. There's another way that I've been saying I'm going to do it forever, which is going through the little garage door there and drilling a hole up inside to our room. I just haven't done that yet. But this works well. I just have to slide the slide in a little bit so that I can pass the coax cable through, and then once we're done, same thing, because it's pinched, we need to bring the slide in so that I can pull it back out. So that part is done. I'm gonna finish putting this away now. So the truck is kind of just, the stuff is thrown in there. So I think the next thing I'm going to tackle is organizing the back of the bed of the truck a little bit so that I can put things in there in a more organized manner. So instead of being lazy, I went ahead and pulled some stuff out of the garage here and I organized it a little bit so that I can put our chairs and tent in there instead of leaving it in the bed of the pickup. It was easier leaving it there, but I know that I'll be worried about it walking away if we stop somewhere. So I went ahead and just took a few minutes and reorganized just a little bit inside the garage to go ahead and just shove those suckers in there. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna walk around and go ahead and spray the slides with some slide out silicone lube, and just get that done right now. So the next thing I'm gonna do is pretty specific to my Hensley hitch, which is right there, is just a little bit of maintenance. I'm just going to, preventive maintenance, I'm going to just make sure that all of the bolts are tightened down to 45 foot-pounds. So that's just something that you have to do every 500 miles. And that's what we did on this trip down here. So I'm gonna just do that real quick. Obviously, if you don't own a Hensley, then you know you should probably do at some point any of the general maintenance you would have to do for perhaps your weight distribution system, maybe even your pickup truck or whatever. So right now is going to just be general maintenance on my hitch. All right. Okay, so now I've went ahead and lifted up the stabilizer jacks and all around the RV, and I put the pieces of wood that were underneath it inside the truck. Still got this one here because it's holding down. Actually, I'll just go ahead and do it now. Go ahead and just put this away. I think we're getting close here. Check out time's at 11. We got about an hour to get out of here, so I'm gonna put some more of this stuff away and we're almost done here. Then we have to dump the black tank. So now Nicole, in a few minutes, is gonna bring in this big slide so that I can get down here and break down the sewer hose, and I need to actually first dump the kids' tank. So that'll start to fill up in just a few minutes, and it'll back up into the black tank and give it a rinse, and then I'll open it up again and flush out the tank a little bit. It's 10:30. We're supposed to be out of here by 11. I'm not super concerned because they don't do a great job of pushing people out of here, and I doubt anybody's coming into our spot today anyways. But
Alright, so we're inside the RV and we already have one slide closed. We had to close that one in order to go ahead and dump the black tanks, to dump the back one, because our valve is right underneath the slide. So we close that up, and then you can see what it starts to look like in here, closed up. And we have to get everything off the counters and put it somewhere safe. So a lot of times I just stick everything in the sink. And then my plants go down in here too. It's not really that technical, but everything fits in here pretty well. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and close the next slide. Slide number 2. Watch out, girlfriend. Actually, before I close the slide, I need to flip the fridge to gas. So just push that button and push that button to where they're both out, so it's off and the gas is on now. Make sure it's locked. We leave our blender on the counter. This can stay here, it's not gonna go anywhere. All right, now we're gonna bring in the kitchen slide. Alright, so we brought the slide in. The trash can just tends to stay there, and our shoe racks stay there. Doors are closed. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the air conditioning. Alright, that's off. Slides are in. Now we just have to bring up the stairs. This is what it looks like. Pretty good, huh? Nice and roomy.
well, we are done here at South Padre Island. We are headed to Victoria for the night. Actually, we're gonna have a lesson, because at some point soon we're gonna stop at a cat scale and weigh ourselves for the first time ever.
You think we're gonna be scared by what we see?
I know.
Continue on Texas 48 West.
Feet 1150.
So we're using the cat scale app for the first time to try and figure it out. It's pretty simple. Once you register, then you connect to the app and you have to put in the number, location number 2069, but it's also going to be in the address. Steer axle 4,800 front, 5,700 back, trailer axle 8,400.
8,520. Just stopped and ate Subway. It was good.
Eat fresh.
Eat fresh.
Turn left to continue on.
So I filled up my external tank yesterday, higher than I normally had in the past. I filled it up to 50 gallons. And right now when we stopped, I noticed that there was a drip of diesel coming from the truck. but it's not from where I cut and made the connection for the tank, so I'm not sure where it's coming from, to be honest. So it's still kind of concerning, and we're gonna have to figure that out down the road.
We are coming up to the checkpoint when you're leaving Brownsville.
It's just a border patrol checkpoint that's always been here, so keeping the mark safe, or violating rights depending on your reviews.
Lane 1, lane 2.
Hello. Yes, sir. Thank you for what you do. Do you want these burlap sacks somebody gave me that I'm just moving across, or I don't know what they're for. It smells like skunk.
So how's it going back there?
We're just sitting here.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
I know, you need to join us.
Okay, I'm coming. Yay. Oh boy.
I told you, it's not a giant parking lot.
Well, I fit except for, I got it. All right, guys, so we are here at Discount Tire in Victoria. It's about 18 minutes away from our RV park. I don't know exactly how many miles away. I don't know if I said this earlier or not, but we're here to get some new tires. We have the original tires that came with our RV, which are Carrier KR35s. These are ST225 75R15s. So if you are looking to get a new tire and you don't know much about this, just look on the tire, see if I can find a better view for you right here. I don't know if you guys are going to see that very well, but you want to look for the 225 75 R15. Write that down, call whatever tire place you're going to go. I love using Discount Tires. I use them almost exclusively, and just give them that, tell them you have an RV and that's your tire size. Do they have something that fits? Do your research. We are getting the Goodyear Endurance tire. Goodyear Endurance, well, Goodyear has obviously a great reputation, and the Endurance has also a good reputation for travel trailers, so that's what we decided to go with. There are people that decide to go with LT tires, which is a light truck tire, which is basically the tire that would go on a small pickup, and there's ups and downs to doing that, but we went ahead and just went with the trailer tire, which, as I said, was the Endurance. We're gonna wait here for a few minutes, and they're gonna come out, hook us up, and we'll be back on the road. Now, there's nothing, these tires are not that old. They're only, I mean, well, they came brand new with the truck, with the RV that we bought in last November, so they're not old, but when you get an RV, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't researched these tires, but everybody says that tires that come from the RV center, from the RV dealership, are not good, that they have a short lifespan and they're prone to blowing out, and I do not want to risk that at all. So we went ahead and are going to go to, as I said, a reputable brand tire, and not have to worry about that, hopefully. Do your own research, and if you feel you need to do it, go ahead and do it. So brushing that out?
Sir?
Just brushing that out to
Yes,
make it
sir.
easier? Oh, okay.
So that, because when if we don't buff it, then it could come loose from all the corrosion.
Oh, wow, okay, thank you. So we got the new Goodyear Endurance tires, so we feel extra safe on the road now. Don't have to worry about some mysterious blowout after a couple thousand miles. So I'd like to thank my Uncle Angel who made this possible. He bought us these tires So thank you very much for that. And he's also bought us the TPMS system that I'm going to install on this, so I'll be making a separate video on that. But yeah, so we're all done here. We're going to head to the RV park and settle in for the night. All right, we are all set up for the night. We set up the power, we set up the sewer hose, and the water. We are staying connected to the truck, as we usually do when we're just staying for the night. And everything stays in the truck, and we're done. 7:30, a little later than we planned on getting here. Well, we got to the area earlier, but we spent probably almost 2 hours at Discount Tire. But we are good to go. And we're only 2.5 hours away from our destination. And that's it. So that's kind of been a breakdown of our day. A lot of the stuff is stuff we've done before, you know, showing you how to break down and set up. So I didn't want to reshoot all of that stuff. But that's basically our travel day. We stopped and ate. Now we're just gonna eat here. I don't know what we're gonna make, probably sandwiches. And then we'll be off in the morning. So we will see you guys at our next destination tomorrow. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Give us a thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you know as soon as we put out another video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and we love to read those and get back to you. We'll see you at the next one. Bye.